Hello, this is cjhoyle. Today is Sunday, March 22nd, 2020, and I'm standing on Bathurst Street just across from the Bathurst Street subway station. Today, once again, I'm riding my 1992 Iowa Linear Recumbent Bike, which has an action camera mounted on the front of it, and in this video I'm going to be riding south along Bathurst Street and giving a narrated tour. Alright, starting here from Bathurst Station, I'm just heading south, and we're just about to get to the intersection of Bloor and Bathurst. Bloor is a major east-west street, and the construction site you can see on the right, just beyond this intersection, was where the Honest Ed's building used to stand, which has been torn down a couple years ago now. They're going to be redeveloping they currently are redeveloping that site, and it will be built into residential units, I believe apartment units. Bloor is a great east-west street for riding a bike, at least this section is, because it has bike lanes. And I have made a number of videos showing Bloor Street West. I'm just going to move into this middle lane here while the right lane has been occupied by the construction site. That's called construction hoarding, when they build the sidewalk out like that. I can just get back into the right lane again. Gotta be really careful on streetcar tracks like that when you cross them, because the bike wheel can get stuck in them, so you want to make sure that you make a very aggressive turn across them. Over on the left you can see a big white bubble, which is a recreation facility, basically an indoor soccer field or football field, or a number of soccer fields I guess, and those belong to Central Tech, or Central Technical Institute, which is a high school. Just going to cross Harbourfront Street here, just going to try and beat the traffic light. Harbour's another really common east-west street for cyclists. I have made a video of that street as well. So now we're getting kind of more into the residential part of Bathurst Street. In this video I'm going to be riding all the way down to the waterfront. That'll be the end of the video, and the types of developments along Bathurst Street do change along the way. Different uses. Bathurst Street's generally a particularly busy road, and one of the reasons why I decided to film this video today is because it's not particularly busy. Up ahead on the left, we're going past King Edward Public School, junior and senior public school. And we're just about to get to College Street, which is yet again another east-west street that I've made a video showing. Over on the left there's a bar, or actually a pool hall I guess it is, called Sneaky D's. So this video is being filmed in late March of 2020, which is why the street is a lot less busy than it normally would be, because of the social distancing that's being encouraged, and a lot of services around the city are closed down to help prevent the outbreak, which I'm sure everyone listening to this is aware of. Up ahead on the left, we're going past Toronto Western Hospital, which is part of the University Health Network. And the next major intersection we'll be crossing is Dundas Street. And there's one of the Bathurst streetcars crossing in the other direction. Public transit is still running here, but again, a lot less places for people to go, so you don't see as many people on the cars. And over on the left, we're just going past the skating court or scatting court community center. It's kind of just directly to my left, so I guess we've kind of already passed it in terms of what you're able to see through my camera. And this park here is called Alexandra Park. And I believe this neighborhood surrounding the park is also known as Alexandra Park. So yeah, a very, very different look at Bathurst Street today. I do feel the need to mention it because I'm sure this video will be viewed many years in the future when hopefully this is all blown over and things are back to normal again, but it is a very different Bathurst Street. I wouldn't normally ride my bike down here. It's not my favorite place to ride, and there are some nice parallel options that you can choose instead. People are encouraged to social distance, meaning, limiting their number of interactions to only things that are really necessary. And really the best thing for you is to the best thing for the universe or the humankind is for, everyone to stay home as much as possible and only go out for essential things. Although if you do feel like you need to get out to just get some fresh air or something, I do feel that cycling is probably one of the better options because, at no point during a bike ride are you ever within, 2 meters of another person, at least most of the time. So we're just about at Adelaide Street now, which is an east-west street that has a bike lane on it. Sorry, it's a one-way street, so it actually only goes in the east direction. Richmond, which is a little bit north of it, goes in the west direction. And now here we're almost at King Street. This ride really is going a lot faster than I expected it would. I guess I must have gotten a lot of green lights. So here's a red one. So today the temperature is a little bit above freezing. It's quite sunny, but also quite cold. But again, quite nice to be able to get outside and do this ride. And I feel it's good that I'm able to make this video today because I know that during these uncertain times I do myself find it nice to see when people that I follow on YouTube are posting videos, just because it kind of brings you a little bit of normalcy back. So for those of you listening now, I hope you appreciate that aspect of this video, and in a time when I'm sure you have much bigger concerns. All right, now we're at a street called Niagara Street. This area down here of Bathurst has really been redeveloped quite a bit, or it's still in the process of being redeveloped. After this, we'll be going over a bridge you can see straight ahead, which will take us over top of the rail corridor where the trains that come and go from Union Station, where they go. And this bridge is actually more than 100 years old. It was built in the early 1900s, and it was actually first built and constructed somewhere else over on the Humber River, and rather than taking cars across it, it was used for carrying trains across the Humber River. But I guess they didn't need it over there anymore, and they redeployed it over here, and it's now a road bridge. But it's been in this place again for close to 100 years too as well, I believe, maybe even more. So yeah, underneath us right now we're going over quite a few railway train tracks. And over on the right, which you're not going to be able to see because it's hidden by the big barrier, is Fort York, which is an original military base that was used to defend Toronto, or York as it was known at the time. And this boulevard here we're crossing is actually called Fort York Boulevard, in name of that original site. Outside of Fort York, there's also the Bentway, which is in the winter, or up until a couple weeks ago, it was a place where you could go skating, a skating loop. It's also a park that's open throughout the year with other sorts of events that go on. So now we're just about to cross Lakeshore Boulevard. And kind of straight ahead of where we are, you can see that Bathurst Street curves here. But if it kind of continued going straight, it would take us to the Toronto Island Airport, or the Billy Bishop Airport. I'm just gonna move over into this left lane, and I'll just go through the intersection, and we'll just sort of go into the trail a little bit, and we'll end down beside the water. But technically we're now at the very foot of Bathurst Street. So we've seen all of Bathurst from Bloor down to the water, essentially, or Bloor to Lakeshore Boulevard at least. I'm sure in the future I'll get a chance to show other parts of Bathurst, because Bathurst does go quite a bit further north from there. In fact, it goes beyond the city limits of Toronto, as far north as almost all the way to Lake Simcoe. So I'm just going to ride on the trail here. This is the Martin Goodman Trail, or also known as the Waterfront Trail, which of course follows the lakefront here of Lake Ontario. And this building over on the right is the Harbourfront Neighborhood Center, which is also, I think, in the same building as the Harbourfront School. And there on the right you can now see the waters of Lake Ontario. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed joining me on this narrated tour of Bathurst Street here in Toronto. If you watched all the way to the end of the video, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.